So this is so I guess I kind of missed talking about this before, but I guess guys, we're going back to the moon, man. I thought they're, the moon people, they're like, you guys need to come back. We need some help up here. But yeah, so I guess we're apparently going back to the moon. This is just going to be a short video. Uh I think it's going to show some of the new photos from the new mission. I guess they're not actually going to land on the moon. They're going around it. But I kind of wanted to watch it because I like space stuff in general. I listen to a lot of like sciencey space things when I'm going to sleep a lot. And so, yeah, I don't know. I figured I'd watch this just for fun. See some new photos of Earth.
In just hours, the Artemis 2
Yes, noon
astronauts
time.
will enter the lunar sphere of influence. That is the point where the moon's gravitational pull on the Orion spacecraft will become stronger than the Earth's. For more, let's bring in retired NASA astronaut Butch Wilmore. Thank you very much for being here, Butch. Day 5 of Artemis 2. NASA tells us the big event today is going to be testing spacesuits. What all goes into that?
Yeah, that's part of the process. You want to make sure your suit is completely sealed if you did need it in extremis. So they'll put the suits on. That's something that's not completely easy to do in a small confined space that they have in zero gravity. But they'll help each other put the suits on, and then they'll do a rapid pressurization, which is what you would need in the case of a rapid.
Wait, if they're wearing space, they're not actually landing, are they? I didn't think they were landing. I thought they were just doing like a fly around or something. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Depressurization of the capsule. So those steps go through, and it'll take several hours to get everybody through that. And of course, you want to be meticulous. These suits, it's the only ones they have, so they'll make sure they get it right and get it right the first time.
And as we've all been watching this from Earth, the first big problem with the Artemis 2 was the toilet. It's at least operational now, thanks to mission
It's a pretty big problem.
Yeah, she's the space plumber. We all have various responsibilities. You have to be a very broad in your knowledge of systems to include those items that are vital to humans living in space. And so they all have some training. Christina probably has the most in that particular area. So she was the one that got in there and fixed. I think it was a valve. It wasn't a huge problem, but fix it. And that's an important piece of gear. You do have backup plans just in case, but it's nice to have a toilet for sure.
Do they just like shoot it out? Do they just like put it in like the airlock and like shoot it out into space?
The pictures, and you can see one on your screen, and let's keep it up.
That's a pretty
the
picture,
pictures and the videos that Artemis 2
Man, dude,
and the
if it was something that like you could do that it wasn't only accessible to like billionaires or whatever, I would love to do something where I could view Earth from space. I just think it would be so cool. I think that the Earth is like, well, so I also have a weird fascination with like anything that feels like super like isolating, like I'm the only person in the world or whatever. Like I feel like looking down on Earth would be like the ultimate of that feeling. So I don't know, if I would love to be able to actually see something like this in person, but
crew are sending back
probably never going to happen.
Obviously out of this world. They are beautiful. And I read last night they are being taken with an iPhone 17 Max. When you went to space last year, were you allowed to take your phone?
Well, these are special phones that were distributed or given to them. We did have iPads, and some of the most spectacular pictures.
What? They get a free iPhone out of this? Come on, man. Give me an iPhone. Come on, government.
Right outside the window was with the iPad. So it's got a great capability. And it's small. The lens is small, so it fits well in the small window you see there on the spacecraft. And to get those magnificent pictures, they're doing a great job. But think about it, Peter. This is only the 10th mission that we've gone out of low Earth orbit to the vicinity of the moon. And as they get closer and closer, that moon's getting larger and larger in the window, 27,000 miles away right now. It just has to be spectacular. And thankfully, they're getting some pictures to share it all with all of us.
And cool Butch, I want to ask you about your experience last year. You came back to Earth after being stuck in space for 286 days. You got back on March 18th, 2025. 3 days later, on March 21st, I asked President Trump about you. Listen to this. got $5 a day per diem.
Oh.
For 286 days, that is $1,430 in extra pay. Is there anything the administration can do
Who is this guy?
to get them, to make them whole?
Well, nobody's ever mentioned this to me. If I have to, I'll pay it out of my own pocket, okay?
Wow,
I'll
how
get it for
nice.
her.
How nice of him. Anyway, I think that's about all that I really need to see about this. I just wanted to look at some of the photos and talk about it a lot. I also kind of wonder what's making America do this project like right now or whatever. Or like I know that it's like I was looking it up on the side, but I guess it's been planned since like 2017. So 9 years or whatever. But the last time we did this, the last time we went to the moon, right, was the Cold War like era, where it was like we were trying to prove to the world that like capitalism beats communism or whatever, right? And so that's like that competition with the USSR or whatever was the primary reason that we were actually doing this sort of like technological development and like actually doing the trip to the moon. And so like I kind of wonder like what exactly is the reasoning that they chose to do it again at this point in time. Because you know me, I'm always thinking there's like some ulterior motive with our government of like how they decide these things, right? So